Anyone who commutes knows the universal frustration of standing still in gridlock. Growing up in India, Sanjay Dhall watched those massive crowds and had a very specific dream. He wanted to simply fly over them. But historically, trying to combine a car and an airplane results in a machine that performs awkwardly on the highway and poorly in the sky. The primary bottleneck is aerodynamic. Generating enough lift requires a massive wingspan. But on the ground, space is highly restricted. A road vehicle has to fit neatly inside a standard 6-foot lane. This article quotes Dhall explaining his core challenge, taking the wing area of a Cessna 150 and collapsing it into that 6-foot space. He approached this by inventing a concept he calls the science of compaction. Mastering the physical geometry of folding and nesting those parts is the only way to build a hybrid machine without compromising its capability in either environment. The goal of his WD-1 prototype is to completely hide all flying surfaces inside a standard car chassis. The primary structural obstacle is the wing spar. Standard airplanes use fixed internal spars that physically block the wing sections from sliding into one another. This patent abstract outlines Dhall's solution: a telescopic wing utilizing an articulated structural spar. He designed a rectangular spar that rotates exactly 90 degrees to its thinnest profile, creating clearance for the outer wing sleeve to slide over it. Once fully extended, the spar rotates back into its original position, locking the structure rigidly in place for flight. This deployment gives the vehicle the precise wingspan required for aerodynamics. That single mechanical rotation bypasses the width constraints of a road while maintaining the high structural integrity demanded by aviation. At the front of a vehicle, the team faced the problem of fitting the canards inside a tight nose cavity. Aerospace engineering heavily relies on symmetry, but perfectly mirrored panels collide when pulled into a confined space. Dhall broke the rule of symmetry. By mounting the left canard slightly higher than the right, the two panels neatly overlap when retracted into the body. This strict spatial economy dictates the power systems as well. For street travel, electric motors are housed directly inside the wheel hubs. Placing the motors in the wheels completely eliminates the need for heavy, space-consuming automotive transmissions. Flight relies on a completely separate mechanism, a traditional gas pusher propeller mounted at the rear, selected specifically to guarantee a flight range of 400 to 500 miles. By compartmentalizing the power systems and deliberately breaking design symmetry, the team engineered two independent machines to occupy the exact same physical footprint. Eventually, the theoretical engineering had to meet the physical reality of the tarmac, embodied in the completed WD-1 prototype. This status update details a December 2018 event, a high-speed taxi test at 60 miles per hour, strictly meant to check the ground suspension. However, the setup was missing a critical component: 50 pounds of nose ballast required to keep the vehicle's center of gravity safely grounded. Without that weight, the rapidly accelerating vehicle performed exactly as its aerodynamics intended, generating massive lift and pitching the nose violently upward. The prototype climbed to 100 feet, stalled without proper weight distribution, and dropped back onto the runway. The impact destroyed the nose section, though the central chassis remained intact. Despite the damage, the brief, accidental flight provided undeniable real-world data. The compacted aerodynamic surfaces were highly effective at generating lift. The physical failure of the taxi test proved the theory. The data pulled from that wreckage provides the exact foundation needed to build the next iteration of the machine.